I'm Klay Thompson.
I'm Steph Curry.
And we're the Splash Brothers.
To go. Curry double team finds Thompson. Thompson a three-pointer. It's good. And the foul.
Now here come the Warriors. Relive. Oh, man. Klay Thompson finishing up top.
It's not often that you get to say you lived through an important period in history, but modern NBA fans are lucky because we got to witness a pair that parallels the best of all time. We're talking about a pairing that's as important as MJ and Pippen, Kobe and Shaq, Magic and Kareem. The partnership between Steph Curry and Klay Thompson has been nothing short of legendary, forming the backbone of one of the most dynamic teams in NBA history, the Golden State Warriors. But it's the end of the road for the Splash Brothers, and honestly, we're all having a hard time coping. So let's take a look back at all they did together, and all they did for the sport of basketball. When NBA historians look back at Curry and Thompson, they will talk about the 4 championships and the dynasty they built, and they will definitely talk about this.
To be great. Oh man, are you kidding me? Seriously, man. Come on, man. It does not get any better than that, does it? It's why they're so efficient.
And this.
Rebound. Behind the back to Klay. Feet set. 3 down.
And of course, this.
Curry. Klay. 3. Just look at the confidence. He's seen this movie before. His ability to come down, throw it, and look away. He's not even going. Sometimes you sneak peek. He's getting back. He's not even paying attention.
Again and again, these two played off each other magically. They have a sort of synergy that just isn't seen that often in any sport. These guys read each other.
Behind the back.
No wonder everyone called them brothers. But how did it all start? How did the Warriors get so lucky?
Before we go any further, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support is greatly appreciated, and it helps us bring you more great content just like this. Now let's get back to the story.
It all started more than 10 years ago, when Steph Curry was drafted by the Golden State Warriors in 2009. He was known as an undersized guard with an unorthodox shooting form and a history of ankle injuries. In other words, some people were worried about him.
Curry make the right decision.
Well, I mean, if he wants to be a professional basketball player, he has a tremendous following based on not just this year, but especially last year's performance in the NCAA tournament. But I think, Hannah, the bigger question is, where does he go?
So, the Warriors front office wanted some insurance for Curry. Another guard who could shoot well and run the offense if Curry got hurt or it just didn't end up panning out. Enter Klay Thompson, who was drafted by the Warriors 2 years later in 2011.
With the 11th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Klay Thompson from Washington State University.
Thompson was the son of a former NBA player, Michael Thompson, and came into the league as a quiet, reserved, but extremely talented shooter. He didn't immediately stand out as a superstar in the making, but it soon became clear that the two players had a unique, almost telepathic connection on the court.
Thompson off the break down from Curry.
It didn't take long for the NBA to realize that they were witnessing something special. Curry had this dazzling ball handling style.
And it's the largest lead of the game.
Limitless range.
Curry three-quarter court. Good off the glass.
And lightning quick release that made defenses scramble.
Curry slammed on the brakes. Oh my goodness! Curry! The chef.
And Thompson fit perfectly with him. Curry would draw double teams, which would leave Thompson open to knock down his own effortless, pure jumpers.
In the last 4 games. And he's going to have that shot because guys are going to back up because of his quickness in his first step. Steph's got Damian Jones on a switch now.
And when Thompson got hot, forget about it. The duo could catch fire at any moment, raining threes from all over the court. They didn't just beat teams, they demoralized them.
Poole out front. Klay off the pin down. Got it!
One of the things that's so great about Curry and Thompson is that there's no ego between them and no need to outshine one another. They each have their own role to play, and they play it to perfection.
Pass Thompson, 3-ball right side, got it! Klay again, his 3.
Unlike most brothers, these guys don't have any sort of rivalry, and they want to make the other shine. The impact of Curry and Thompson on the game of basketball can't be overstated. They quite literally changed the game. Before their arrival, the NBA was still very much a league dominated by big men. Sure, three-point shooting was part of the game, but it wasn't the centerpiece of any team's offense. The Splash Brothers changed all that. Together, they made the three-pointer not just a valuable weapon, but the focal point of an entire offensive strategy. Their ability to shoot from anywhere on the court forced defenses to adapt in ways they hadn't before. Under head coach Steve Kerr, the Warriors embraced this new style of play and used ball movement, pace, and spacing to overwhelm opponents. Curry and Thompson's shooting opened up so many possibilities for their teammates, making the Warriors' offense one of the most potent in NBA history. Before long, the Warriors were climbing up the standings in the West. For years, they were a forgotten team, an afterthought and punchline that people didn't even want to talk about. But because of Curry and Thompson, people again had faith in Golden State. In 2015, Curry and Thompson led the Warriors to their first NBA title in 40 years, defeating LeBron James, and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. It was the beginning of a dynasty.
Curry, and the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions. Their first title in 40 years.
Over the next few years, the Warriors would go on to win 2 more titles with the addition of Kevin Durant, making them an unstoppable force. But even with KD on the roster, Curry and Thompson remained the heart and soul of the team. They were the stars of the show, and their brotherhood only grew stronger. Winning 1 championship is the ultimate goal for NBA players. The Splash Brothers claimed 4 together. While the work of Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and others can't be forgotten, there is no doubt that the duo of Curry and Thompson was the engine that powered the unstoppable freight train. They could rarely be stopped and never counted out, even during the toughest times. Thompson suffered some severe injuries in 2019 and then again in 2020 when he tore his Achilles, marking the most difficult chapter in the Splash Brothers partnership.
Lost the ball. Thompson running the floor, and a foul. And Thompson grabs his left knee, now writhing in pain.
With Thompson sidelined for 2 full seasons, Curry was left to carry the load on his own. While Curry continued to put up MVP caliber performances, it wasn't the same without his backcourt mate by his side. More and more people acknowledged that while Curry might be the bigger name, Thompson was crucial to the team, and the Warriors needed both Splash Brothers in order to be at their best. Thompson's journey back from 2 devastating injuries was long and grueling, but in January 2022, he finally made his return to the court. His first game back was met with thunderous applause from fans, teammates, and even opponents, all of whom recognized the significance of the moment.
He's back! Number 11, Klay Thompson!
And Curry was right there when Thompson returned, ready to welcome his brother back to the court and back to championship contention. As Thompson worked his way back into form, the Warriors once again became a championship contender. In 2022, they won their 4th title in the Curry-Thompson era, defeating the Boston Celtics in the finals. It was a moment of redemption and a reminder that despite the challenges, the Splash Brothers were still standing and still dominating.
Cheers, baby! What are they gonna say now? What are they gonna say now?
Sadly, that would be the last championship Curry and Thompson won together. Following their win over Boston in the finals, things started to get shaky. The 2022-23 season saw the team struggle during the regular season in some surprising ways, especially on the road. They would make it to the postseason, but got pushed out in the Western Conference semifinals against the Los Angeles Lakers. It was the first time the Warriors lost a postseason series aside from the finals under Kerr, a very bad sign.
Steve Kerr, first time he lost in a series outside of the finals. As the Warriors will dribble it out. A dominant victory here in Game 6.
That playoff run was concerning for multiple reasons, but especially because of how Thompson performed. He had several games where he only scored single digits, leading many to wonder what was going on with him. Was it just a series of bad games, or was he losing his shot? Things only got worse in the 2023-24 season. Even before the first games, there were rumors of problems between Klay and the front office. The 2 sides couldn't agree on a contract extension, and people worried they were drifting apart. That was followed by Thompson's worst season in years, with him hitting a career low from the 3-point line. Things looked bleak, and Klay didn't seem happy. At some points during the season, Steve Kerr actually benched him in favor of rookie star Brandon Podziemski.
16. Had the 2 years at Utah. We mentioned this is round 2 for him.
For many people, it was clear that Klay could be ending his time in Golden State, and the Splash Brothers could be breaking up. And that is exactly what happened. At the start of the offseason, Klay signed a new deal with the Dallas Mavericks.
Klay Thompson is on his way to the Dallas Mavericks. I'm told a 3-year, $50 million deal that'll include a player option. It's a sign and trade with the Warriors, with Charlotte, and Klay Thompson's 13-year career in Golden State.
Perhaps a change of scenery is exactly what he needs to find his shot again, and maybe the Warriors will be able to be more successful as they start this new chapter without him. Klay packed his bags, said his goodbyes, and wished the Warriors well. But even though he was leaving, it was clear he and Curry would miss each other, and there were no hard feelings between them.
Time or not having Klay Thompson as a teammate?
No, not having Klay, man, it still hasn't really sunk in. Just because you've been doing it for 13 years together, and
Fans were disappointed, and the team was heartbroken to see Klay go. But they ended on good terms, which is more than you can say for many other NBA breakups over the years. Thompson is no longer a part of the Warriors, but he will always hold a special place in the team's history and a special place in Steph Curry's heart. These two guys have been through it all together. They were initially doubted by just about everyone and then proved them all wrong, creating one of the most dominant and iconic teams in league history. Through championship runs and seasons missed because of injuries, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have changed the game and changed their lives. It's the end of the road for this iconic partnership, but they will remain friends and brothers forever. Thank you for joining us as we remember the Splash Brothers. Put in the comments below your favorite Splash Brothers memory. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you get the latest content right when it drops. Until then, we'll see you next time.